going on, you guys? What you guys to the channel? It's your boy Big Dog back with another one take review. Today I got one for hooking up, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys haven't been doing because you guys have been quarantining safely. You know, you haven't. I'm not gonna even get into all of that, but yeah, it's like a drama comedy, kind of like a rom-com, so you know it's kind of like my forte. You know what I'm saying? It stars Sam Richardson and Brittany Snow, a cynical writer and a hopeless romantic hit the road for a cross-country trip. That is a they really tried to simplify. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I couldn't get that word out that I was trying to say. So, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. This actually is a story about a guy who has testicular cancer and a girl who is she is definitely a writer, but she writes about raunchy sex stuff. Or maybe not raunchy. I don't know what's technically raunchy. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody get a little freakier than I would, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't necessarily mean it's raunchy, but you know, she just writes about sexual experiences, and she has quite a few. So, she actually loses her job because she had sex in her boss's office, which, you know, she was just trying to see how sex works in the workplace. You know, you can't get mad at the girl for that, okay? You know, also, this is a very experienced young lady, okay? It's essentially about her trying to find a new column, and she meets this guy who has one testicle, and like, hey, not only that, he's only had sex with one person his entire life, and like, she goes on a cross-country trip to redo all of her sexual experience with this guy. You know what I'm saying? He's in it because he's trying to make his ex-girlfriend, who he still head over heels for because he's in love, and you know what I'm saying, he's stalking her kind of bit, so he tries to do something to try to make her jealous along the way. And so they're both using each other. Neither person knows that the other one is using them for something specific. He doesn't know she's a writer, and her story is about him, his testicular cancer, and having sex everywhere. And she doesn't know he's posting pictures of them on IG together as if though they are dating. So you would see how things would get pretty crazy. Okay, I have to say this: the beginning of this movie wasn't really for me, considering the fact that I didn't like this setup. I guess I would say, one, because I didn't get the purpose of, I didn't get the reasoning behind them just going to do this in the first place. Also, the characters weren't that likable. He is very stalkerish and invasive, you know. So I wasn't a big fan of that. She just seemed like a terrible human being, if I'm just, you know what I'm saying, just putting it all out there. But I would say this: the film definitely progresses and gets better as it goes. Okay. Now, I think this film actually makes some decisions that I was like, huh. You know, yeah, it wasn't just nothing like blew you away, but it was just like, huh. That was good. That was good. And I think that's where this film's strengths lies. As the characters develop throughout the film, and you can kind of like see where things going, but the film does something different. You know, there is one route that the film almost took. It leaned into it, something that I did not expect, or I just thought it was like, okay, this is, you know, this is like by the numbers, so this is not going to happen. You're going to find out something about this person. And, you know, things are just going to move on. But it actually leans into it. And I'm like, huh. It didn't pull the trigger completely, but it did pull out the gun. Okay? It did pull out the gun. So I was like, hey, you know, it flirted with it a little bit. Granted, kind of wish it could have went into it all the way, but for the sake of where the film ends at the end, I actually think it was the best decision. Like I said, some things very predictable, pretty cheesy. You get what's happening. Some things are definitely over the top, and just like you like, okay, this is weird. But I do think the film works eventually in the end. It gets off to a bumpy start, but by the end of it, you kind of like, oh, I like where this went. I actually enjoyed it because I was a time where I was like, yeah, this ain't looking, this ain't shaping up too well. And then it continued to regress, and I was just like, good job, good job. So, good job. I have to give this a C+. Check it out. It's on some streaming services you guys can find. Just call, hook it up, okay? You know what I'm saying? Maybe if you watch this while, you know, then you have somebody that you've been quarantined with the entire quarantine, not somebody you just met, because, hey, we're still in quarantine, people. You know, there's still a pandemic going on out there. You guys should just be out there having random sex. You know what I'm saying? With just any, just joking, people. Do what you want, okay? It's your life. Live it. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, comment down below if you've seen this film. Hope you guys are staying safe. Why have what is up with me and S words today? Anyway, I'll catch you with you guys later. Peace out.